see here. Are we all? I'm thinking we're all good. I think. Okay, so let me. Are we all good now? That's. Are we all good? Okay, so we should be all good. So this should help. This should work a lot better, Iris. So this is take number 2, essentially. This was. This is take number 2, basically. So for any, so just to catch you all up to speed, the Dolphins got the ball first, and they managed to score the first touchdown of the game. So now the Bills will get a chance to respond. That's really all that was missed. And it was an incomplete pass already on first down. All right. So they're actually thinking over it. Let me. I have to multitask here. I just had. This is like a little side thing here. I'm gonna try to keep track back and forth here. It's 2nd and 5. There, well, it's already a first in the Dolphins territory, just like that. That was quick. Surely was quick. Gotta do all kinds of back and forth here. Also, in case anybody asks, I'm actually wearing like one of my local hockey team's promotional shirts. They did like an affiliate night with Buffalo Sabres, and they did the Ice Buffaloes. Kind of fitting because the Bills are the Bills. I guess they live and die. I guess. Who knows? Things never make sense around here. But also, there's been all kinds of penalties this game already. How lovely. How lovely is that, guys? Here's a 1st and 10 handoff. That's definitely going to help my fantasy team a little bit. Thanks, James Cook. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, it seems like 1300 doesn't provide that many issues, as far as I can tell. Oh, so I'll probably stick with the 1300 for this foreseeable future. Allen on 2nd and 7 throws it. Gets the first. The ball's pretty much right there at the red zone at this point. Miami gone. Miami not having that good of a defense. Don't tell me this is gonna be like one of those shootout things. See, well, there's Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator. Go figure. Who saw that one come? See, hey, having to constantly fix things around here. You should probably stop doing that. Whatever. It's music related, so I got headphones on. That's a pass for our first time. He might be going into the end zone. It's in. It's in for the touchdown for Buffalo. The Bills straight back in kind. I wish I had a sound effect to indicate a touchdown. Yep, forget the secondary. And of course, the extra point. So now we're all tied at 7 apiece. Who'd have thunk? So now they'll go on a commercial break. This better not be an offensive shootout. If so, it's gonna be a long game. Yeah, I would definitely say be long. Like good old pen and paper. Or to bounce out some things. Oh jeez. Alright. See. Yeah, they're just going on for a while. I can definitely tell you that one I'm listening to has more energy in it than the Dolphin secondary. Let's see if I can. Man, I love this course sometimes. And we get a penalty flag. Go figure. Can't wait to hear what this is about. Okay, that's actually less than half a minute, believe it or not. That was all the traffic cones. Oh, that's pretty much secondary. But remember, Dolphins get the ball. See here, first and 10 at their 15. 2, 3. Wow, that was some attempt at a throw. Washington didn't even get it to catch it. Try to catch it above them, but no. That sounds like the Dolphins I know of. At least the Dolphins got a little bit of yardage there for a third down. So, what? Did the Dolphins have a bad snap? Well, two of us lucky to have recovered it apparently, but it's a punt. Gonna be a punt. Well, that's pretty good. Yardage for Buffalo on the punt return. There's the punts. So all I have to say about having to go on to a punt. Punt is punt. Punt is a 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 punt. Definitely there's a deer. An unrealistic one at that. And of course they get lots of stuff. So let's see how the Bills handle things here. So far, I'm not seeing much of anything, and we're nearing the end of the quarter. Okay, so see how the Bills are doing here. 2nd and 1. Well, at least they're actually able to make progress. Right? Right? See, there's all kinds of stuff going. It's hard to pay attention here. They're going to go in a quarter or what? Well, there isn't a quarter actually. It's kind of hard to talk about much. Oh yeah, I should probably update this first. Yeah, there's been all kinds of wackiness. Yeah, there's there's that whole talk. I'm gonna go through a whole talk right over here about conference alignment stuff. And of course, they're trying to compare stuff. They're okay. Bill comforts soon. See, did I shoot for the end zone for Kincaid and fail incomplete? Huh. Sounds right. Yeah, that one was close. Well, they're second and 10 right there near the 19. Allen throws it. This time it's Scott. Still on his feet, trying to fight for yards. It's not gonna be short. See what they do here on third and two. I bet they'll probably try to shoot for the end zone. Well, they shot for the first down marker and they got it. So first and goal for the Bills. And I guess the first timeout is being used. Buffalo's using their first timeout. Allen on first and goal to his left. He just pitches it forward, and that's in for Kincaid. Might as well just take the go ahead. Why not? That'll definitely do some good. Kind of more what I was expecting. I You can definitely see it there. The automatic. The Bills now are now the ones in the lead by 7 because it's the Bills. Oh God, jeez, I make a comment about this album listening to having so many songs with the word "come," like "coming home," before tomorrow comes, come to life. Now they're saying it needs a "come on everybody" cover. Oh no! Oh God! That would be horrible.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Like, ew. Just an ew. Ew, ew, ew. Yeah, it seems just sticking to about 1300 is the golden gate to work with. Jeez. See, for the kickoff, the return is just gonna not gonna go further. Daniel is on his last legs here. And trying to bounce back and forth still. I guess there was an incomplete pass. Second and 10. Here comes the rush. Tua just takes the screen. Maybe he's lucky to get a yard or two out of that. And there's only so much variety I can provide before I start sounding as much of a broken record as the Madden commentating crews. You better believe it. So how Tua respond to that? 39, scrambling, scrambling, and scrambling. Finally lets it loose. Incomplete. More punting for the Dolphins. And here's the punt. Well, okay then. Not exactly what I expected, but okay. Lighting is I've definitely been enjoying this camera a lot. Great factors going on there. And there's Frank's Red Hot. Yeah, that's definitely advertised some hot sauce to put on pizza. Everybody likes to put hot sauce on pizza, right? Why not? Just put hot sauce on pizza. Oh, they're talking about how one-sided it's been. 13 of the last 14. Scored off it by 198 points. Whoa. Well, how the Bills doing? But they got 6 yards already. Hand off from 2nd and 4. Definitely good for fantasy points. He's got whoop. He's tackle inside of Dolphin territory. Hey, enjoy those fantasy points, people. Enjoy those fantasy points. Dude just wouldn't go down for a bit. James Cook. I can imagine how that would go. Allen looking to throw. Just gonna do another pitch one. That one is dropped. Very incomplete pass. And here, 2nd and 10. That actually was big, big one for a 3rd and short to be set up. Think they're. What do you think they mark it? 3rd and 1. It's probably how they'll mark it. Oh yeah, they're gonna show Joe Brady again. Yeah, let's showcase the offensive coordinator some more. He's clearly doing a good job. Now they'll mark it 3rd and 2. Yeah, let's show Vanilla Joe Brady. I'm joking, but he probably is vanilla in some cases. Well, that's the red zone, pretty much. They're definite. Bills have definitely. What did I say about the goodness of stuff? Definitely have been going on. We got a down player. Oh boy, they're gonna go well in so many ways. It's actually not that good. They had to take an injury timeout. Jeez, what are these ads for Borderlands? What the heck is going on with all these ads? That's like that is such a tone deaf campaign. It feels like. Jeez, guys. I'd probably be better off watching a game like this, to be honest, anyway. And down, I was a player in the Dolphins secondary, of course. So goodbye to secondary again. Mike McDaniels, here's the fall and your job's on the line. You gonna do anything? Allen just throws it at James Cook. Of course, give him some yards. Is that even James Cook there though? I don't remember what number it is. Is that another Dolphins player down? Jesus. Oh, that probably what did it. Apparently, they didn't have enough injuries. Oh, well, regardless, I wish I could see the name there in full properly. That is James Cook in 4. I was right. And Marshall is probably headed to the locker room. Third and 8. I mean, with how the play call is, I wouldn't be surprised that they sell for field goals at this point. So here's a 4th and 15. Jesus. 4th and 15 field goal attempt from 39 yards out. Oh my god, he missed it! He missed! Wide left! Jeez, man! You know what that calls for? You missed
You
it.
blew it!
Apparently, you got blocked right. Wide. It's still, you blew it. Raider, you're usually more accurate in this. What the heck is going on with you, Prater? So now the Dolphins get a chance. And they're already trying to get something going. This game is already living up to Thursday Night Football shenanigans. Third one. Well, they actually managed to get a first down. See, they're just sticking to run game stuff. Dolphins sputtering again. Who'd have thunk? There's been all kinds of things going on with this. Well, we're at 2 minute warning with Dolphins in possession of the ball. So let's see what the Dolphins can do since they're actually in Bills territory. I wasn't even seeing that. Well, that one was definitely incomplete. Oh, Tua is scrambling. He finally throws this one away. Good old play calling strikes again. Yeah, I forgot that is what I was watching a game and listening to an hour-long album. I forgot about that myself. The Dolphins have actually been going down the field. Tyreek Hill has definitely been trying to get more involved here. As far as the Dolphins are actually doing things. Maybe I forgot about how Thursday Night Football tends to be. Good old sloppy Thursday Night Football. Am I right? And that's actually the second time out being called for the Bills, huh? And then they do an ever State Farm ad. I wouldn't be surprised if this is why players keep getting injured. Because they keep trying to get on State Farm. Too bad State Farm doesn't cover injuries. Come think about it. Anyone who hasn't been in the league for 5 years, do they even have, as far as I know, they don't even get offered medical benefits or anything. So how do they cover the benefit? How do they cover the injuries? That's what I want to know. Are they forced to use some of the money they receive from their rookie contract to find a reasonable medical insurance? I want to know how that is. There some sort of thing where the team itself covers the the bills? I really want to know how that works. Turn 7, Tua. Trying to scramble, and he's finally gonna run himself. Slide. That'll keep the clock running. I guess the Bills ended up using all their timeouts. And now Miami uses their first timeout. More incompletions everywhere. Lovely. Man. Wow. That that pass was way too risky there. Still on second and 10, it's just gonna take the screen. It's actually getting him yardage. But remember, they still have two timeouts. I think they're gonna go ahead and use one. Yeah, they used their second. I'm still getting used to it, okay? Don't worry. I'm getting used to it. It's 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Tua gets the ball out. It's got for Tyreek. And he gets out of bounds. With 11 seconds left. They're close to the touchdown. I know I'm definitely going to be taking a brief little break. They're in halftime. Eleven seconds. Tua throws it for the end zone. That's it for Jalen Waddle. Dolphins actually score points. Now we'll see if they whip on the kick. It's kind of funny. I'm already at the closer of this hour-long album, and the Dolphins score a touchdown. How funny? Funny is that? So there's it's just gonna go straight into halftime, pretty much. Doesn't ain't gonna even try. I'm still getting used to this, okay? So it is halftime. Close out of that. Because I actually don't need use this for it anymore. It'll eventually stop. And so I'm actually gonna be taking a bit of a break. And I'll be back. Man, that was a half. Who saw this one being tied at 14 apiece? At least now I can get a little bit of some of the side stuff related to I don't know, I just heard inputted. I need to put in that one thing, and then put that over there. Boom. And then I just need to put in that. I need. I also need to make use of this. Yep, that's all done. Break that. So that's it for highlights then. There's really not much in terms of highlights for the first half. Lovely, Master's gonna stream on Amazon next year. Yawn. Man, clearly, clearly this Ice Buffalo sure ain't doing the job. Clearly it ain't. Just need to figure something out. But I can't really figure anything out. Not like it matters too much. I say that, and then well, it's pretty much nighttime at this point where I am. I'll just stick to changing the shirt for the time being. This one's pretty much been sweating the sweater into sweatness greatness. If that even makes sense. You know what? With hockey season and not far behind, slated to start next month, think it's about time I bring out the majors. It's about time I bring out the majors. Bring out Vegas. Because Vegas is definitely gonna be betting on this game. They usually bet on every game, regardless of the sport. I can definitely tell you, Vegas is betting on somebody to win the World Series in baseball. There's all kinds of bets going on. Okay? You know Vegas is gonna be betting on somebody to win. Oh look! Video issues in Buffalo! How original! But anyway, they're actually back for the start of third quarter. I believe Buffalo gets the ball to start this time. Apparently Josh Allen got sacked. Well, now I can focus entirely on this second half. Maybe it'll go more swimmingly. Maybe. I said maybe. Well, that one's sailing and left on a kickoff. I wonder. Yeah, it didn't lean about much. Well, are they even playing for you, Mike McDaniel? That's my question. Anyway, here's the handoff. And there's the 2nd and 9 pass. You gotta get those in for the Bills. I wonder if there's other kinds of streams that I could try doing. Now that I know what works best for my streams, I can probably figure something out. But here's Allen with a first down pass. Definitely helps, and there's a penalty flag. It was a penalty against the Dolphins that was declined. Illegal contact. So what it says? Hmm. Well, it's first set down regardless. But there's your first down. But yeah, the Bills are definitely trying to make up for how that field goal occurred. And Allen on first down, he finally throws it. Batted, there's a flag. And this one's gonna be against Buffalo. Yeah, it's the holding call. So now it's gonna be a replay of the first down with it being now a 1st and 20. See how the Bills manage this? Allen, he's just gonna run himself. He's got the room. He's side short. And we got some extracurricular. And players gonna have to be separated. That could have gone south. And there's the first down. He might. No, he's gonna be short of the end zone. on Kincaid managing to get some carries. Allen is just gonna keep himself on first and goal, and he's not gonna go anywhere. And here comes the penalty flags. As you can tell, this is a rivalry game, all right. The play was dead. Brooks, the play was over. Like, uh, the play was over, and but he still took down Allen, and well, a ways after the play was over. That's the thing. You can't commit dumb penalties after making a good play. And this is what happens. The Bills just run it in with who else but James Cook to score another touchdown. And there's the extra point, of course. That's the thing. It's like I mean, yes, the Bills were in the red zone right there at first and goal, but there was no need to take down Allen after the play was whistled dead. Jesus, right? Jeez. Of course, it's to do with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Of course, put their own Fitzception into the booth for a brief moment. Well, Dolphins, you better make up for that dumbness. Doing that, at least you got some field position to work with. Well, 3-11, see what Tua can do. He's just chucking it deep, hoping Hill is somewhere. Well, Hill was somewhere. And we got a man down again. It's Christian Benford. And, well, gonna go around chasing money. They just oh yeah, they're gonna be doing Seahawks Cardinals next. Thinking I don't have that. Oh, oh, okay. That punch could have gone drastically different. Good to note. There is no turnover for that. So now we got a second down. Let's see if we can actually pay attention to Bills right now. Allen is just gonna take the quick one for slightly manageable third down. I don't know if I call it more manageable. Barely gaining. Third and 9. They need the first down here. Allen has a receiver and gonna be shy of it. This might actually be a punt. Yeah, these ads leave me with nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh yeah, da 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 da. I love that. So let's see if the Dolphins can actually do anything this time. Go with the handoff. Yeah, they had one of those kinds of passes for Hill. Okay, that was quite the situation. What's going on here? Oh, Buffalo's using their first timeout. Are you okay, McDermott? Isn't it a bit early to be making use of your first timeout? Pretty sure it's a bit early. Still running, he finally throws this one away. So much for that one. Guess the Bills were onto something. Yeah, that was a fair catch. So the Bills, once again, to get the ball. Yeah, is it at this point? It's not. We're not really at the point where we can handle blowouts yet. That's my guess. Jeez, guys. Well, let's see what the Bills can do here. First and 10. Allen is just running himself. Definitely has been a game, folks. Definitely has been a game. All kinds of pushing. So now they're down. If they're trying all kinds of things. Because they're taking a one score lead. Oh yeah, that's right. Allen's the reigning MVP. Great. Having those things. 3-2, Allen gets the ball off. It's caught. Right there in the traffic. So they'll keep this drive alive. Want self seriousness? Just trying to do what I can to even stay watching this game. Well, Allen faked it, then he finally just throws it up. Out of bounds. It's getting to the point where you can get a guy out of the crowd and he'll throw for more air yards than Tua. He's not the same player. Those concussions are really taking a toll. There's a reason why I consider the before why I considered overall season records to be a rough draft and the weekly predictions to be the final draft. There's a reason why I don't use my predictions from before the season starts as how I think each team's gonna do, and refer to my weekly pick videos as me giving my final draft on each week. It makes it actually makes more sense to do it that way. Dolphins. It's it's been hard to commentate this game, to be honest. With all these kinds of plays, it's like the same old ones. You mean the Dolphins can actually sometimes make plays? That that attempt at a run game is stopped again. Yeah, just stop all the runs. Just go on. Just go on. Stop everything. Stop it all. Stop it all. You're good. You're good. No, no, not you. You're not good, running game. Get out of here. Your incompletion, yeah, you can go through. Incompletion, yeah, you can go through. Oh yeah, there's a punt. Yeah, go ahead. And here comes penalties. Everybody's favorite. It's ineligible um downfield pass. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Here somebody was asking about ineligible downfield pass. It's usually ineligible old man downfield, which is normally an offensive lineman who goes beyond their designated zone before the pass is thrown. Or, I guess, the line of scrimmage. It's been a game. So here comes quarter number 4. And they're showing the Statue of Liberty even though the game's in Buffalo. Really, guys? That desperate for views? There's a that was a lateral, definitely. On a 3rd and 14. They thought they could pull something like that off and get it first. Oops. Fourth and four, they're going for it. It's good for the first. Dolphins really want to make sure they're able to get a lead or at least tie it. Oh, there's another first down. They're within striking distance. They're actually doing stuff. Good old Thursday night football, boys. Maybe I didn't think much about the final score, but let's be honest. This is typical Thursday night football, so it's kind of to be expected. It's just hard to actually commentate over this. Where are we at? Just a little over 2 hours in to this particular one, and we only missed the first drive. So it's not like will it make much of a difference. Oh well then. Who cares at this point, to be honest? At least I know where to look at for this point. And there's your touchdown. And it's Tyreek Hill. Go figure. And, and it's an extra point away from a tie. And yeah, no surprise here. Tie game. Dolphins actually do something. Could this be the first one I cover that goes into overtime? Oh, yeah, now they're talking about this. Alright, touchback. Hmm. I wonder what the Bills are gonna do to try to make sure they're the ones that win. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to commentate on this without some of the plays are. Second 10. Allen throws it. It's caught by that James Cook. That's gonna be a third down. So, see how the Bills do here. I'm just bored at this point. Yes, there's been some scoring, but I'm just bored of this one. Incomplete. Even though there was a prime chance to get a turnover. The Dolphins didn't celebrate there. Oh, it touched the ground first. That makes sense. Another punt for the Bills. Jeez, they're gonna punt this game away at this point. There's a penalty flag there. And, well, they're gonna get the Dolphins for roughing the kicker. Because, well, have you seen how crowded up it got right there at the kicker? It's a dumb penalty. See how crowded it got back there towards the kicker? Look at this. I'm telling you, this is why you don't make dumb decisions like. That's why you don't do dumb things like that. Discipline? What the hell is that? And now here's a run. You get a little ways. And off the cook. Not gonna even get to the first down marker. James Cook has pretty much been their go-to guy throughout the game. It's saying pretty much been James Cook. Well, they're in the red zone now, but it's not really red zone that they're in right now. Nope. They're about. I got a preemptive notice. Another handoff is good for the first. Now they're in the red zone. They get it off in time. They get a little bit in. So that one is officially game 5. So I'm not as far off from everyone else on my end, but y'all are probably getting this like a half minute behind. Probably. Well, there's a trip to the end zone right there. And it's the Bills who get it in with Shakir. I think the Dolphins had a chance. The Dolphins were getting the ball back, and they have something dumb occur. Discipline? What even is discipline? Well, yeah, that whole thing with Tyreek Hill is still going on. Are you sure you want to be quoting Antonio Brown, WNBA? Are you sure about that? They probably have their own different, probably have their own maybe, but still. Never try to quote Antonio Brown. He's a nutcase. Now time's winding down for Dolphins. Well, chucking it incomplete for Tyreek Hill. That was close, but no bueno. Third down. Swift throws it. Scott for Waddle. Jeez. I'm about ready to. I'll be honest, this is probably one of the more boring ones I've seen. Because Thursday Night Football last business. I mean, at least we got another close game. I guess. It's so tiring. It's one of those games that would make me want to go to sleep. Oh no, 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 don't show that. Second and 8. Up, gets rid of it. But he threw it to a receiver who was open. Gained a little bit. Third and 4. And yes, they're gonna call a timeout. Those consecutive road losses. If they lose again, they'd be tied with the previous one. Huh. So they so if they lose again, it'd be a tie for the most. Sure, they'd rather not be embarrassed again on the road. Against this team? Trying to burn as much clock as possible during their trip to the end zone. Second and 6. Washington just runs it. Yeah, there's a slight that just a just a slight difference there. I'm still gonna see this through, okay? I'm still gonna see this through. Spot at 22. First down's intercepted! And it's going the other way and out of bounds. Oh, there it is. Now I'm caught up. That was right into the hands of the defender. I was wondering when we were gonna see one of those, which means stay tuned. You fuck.
You blew it!
Now the Bills can burn as much clock as they want with 3 minutes to go in the game. Boy, I'm not regretting my decision here. Tua throws an interception at the worst possible time. Running game goes on like normal, and it's a first down already for the Bills. And penalty flag. It's gonna be backed up to holding against Kincaid. And now the Dolphins are going to use their second timeout. Oh God. On second and 16, pass cut. And there's a big run. Elijah Moore getting in on the fun now. This is on pace to be game over. And three of the next four opponents for the Dolphins: the Jets, the Panthers, and the Browns. All that they need is a Jets loss, and we got our first official tank ball of the season. Oh, it's even better. Imagine exposing the Monday Night Football crowd, the Jets, Dolphins, both being 0-4. Well, 0-3. Imagine how funny is this? I don't think we even need to worry about a 2 minute, nah, 2 minute warning thing. The Dolphins actually used their third and final timeout. Not like it matters too much. This game is all over. Oh, of course, we gotta have a shot of Terry Bagula. He's been lucky to not have to do much of anything with the Bills, but he's been rather hands-on with the Sabres. Don't know what he's doing. Running game on 2nd and 7, yet again. And no more or timeouts to run the clock. No more timeouts to stop the clock. Yep, safe to say this game's over. Game. I said this game's pretty much all over, and here we go on a 3rd and 7. Allen's just running himself, and Dolphins ain't gonna. Dolphins would even be lucky to get chance. This game is pretty much over. And the Bills are just gonna go for it. Remember, rules are rules. A conversion ends at 4th and 5. And they'll just take a timeout. But this game is pretty much locked on ice. Why did they have to show that out like that? "48-yard field goal. Game square's over anyway. It's good. Not like this matters much. Game's over. They're on right for Miami? Yeah, it is. This will definitely bode well for my fantasy team and for my predictions. Let me see here. I was up against Josh Allen, but I had James Cook, so I'm able to keep it close. Thank you, James Cook. Oh yeah, outside Matt Prater helped me out a little bit. Thanks, man. Mike McDaniel, I'd be getting ready to clear out my office if I were you. They're just hoping to make it less embarrassing now. Out of bounds. Another sat down there, incomplete. They're just dragging it out. Like, jeez, guys, just let it in. Let it in, guys. Let it in. Then they're gonna try to pull whatever this crap is. Ain't gonna matter too much. And the game is over. To the surprise of absolutely nobody, in true Dolphins fashion, they fall apart when they absolutely needed to the most. Bills win 31-21. At least one thing can go right for me. And Bills get off to a 3-0 start. Dolphins 0-3. Again, Mike McDaniel, I'd be getting ready to clear out my desk if I were you. Because you're most likely going to be gone before the end of the year at this rate. And I can definitely say this was certainly a Thursday night football game. Well, I guess that means I can actually call it a stream. Yay? I don't know what else I could say, but thank you all so much for tuning in. Until next time, travel safely.